Hey everybody, it's your man Tyke coming to you with another true spook story. Now, before I begin, I would like to ask that you hit that like button, go and subscribe to the channel, and share me with your friends and family. Go and share me now. Small click for you, big thing for me. Now I'm tired of begging. I get into the story. All right, now this story is gonna take place around I'm gonna have to go and say the date was around, put it around 2005, 2006, right up in that area right there. My grandmama was doing some work for this spiritual cat, but he had a funeral home. Now, due to it being a limited amount of funerals home in Orlando, I'm going to not say the funeral parlor's name, but I can tell you they wasn't African American people. These was Jewish people, a couple of Asian people. You know what I'm saying? Because she was well known in the community. Well, Grandma was commissioned to do some work for one of these funeral homes towards East Colonial, like right close to the Fashion Square Mall in the Baldwin Park area. And I'll leave it at that. So I'm just giving you off McGuire Road. I'll leave it at that. Well, so Grandma was commissioned to do some work for this funeral director down that way. So Grandma would go there and she would pray with him. She would say things with him and his wife, and she would do readings for him and his wife, and then they'll say stuff, and then she'll take it back to her house and go outside and do what she had to do with it. Now, Grandma used to put me in the Buick all the time and be like, "Hey, Tyke, let's roll down here. I just need you to support me. I need you with me, yada, yada." So you know me, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm just go, "All right, Grandma, let's rock this bit." So I hop in the car with Grandmama. We stop, we get her some Church's chicken. She love her Church's chicken. Before we go, and we going down there, East Colonial ass, McGuire, Baldwin Park, go turn up in the funeral home. And they would always make me sit in the consulting lobby while they went to the back where the corpse at, the dead body, etc., etc. So Grandma and I would be back there for like an hour, probably an hour and a half. She'd be talking to the man and his wife and shit. They'll be doing chill shit, whatever they were doing back there. I don't know, because I never got to go back there. So then Grandma come out and she'll have like a jug of water, like a regular TG Lee jug of water. And I ain't think nothing of it. She'll go in there, she'll bring the water out. Every time she goes, she'll go there, bring the water out. She never brought a jug, she'll just bring the water out. So this one particular time, she took me. And I can remember like it was yesterday, she took me there and she was like, "Hey, Tyke, I want you to clean out my back seat. Put some towels down, because we finna bring some water home with us." So I'm like, okay. So I done cleaned out the car, got some towels out the closet. And so we ride, get there. She go in the back. They call me back there. I don't get to go through the doors where the corpse at, where they preparing the body and things. They stopped me at the door. The guy was like, "You too young to be back here." And I said, "Yes, sir." Keep in mind, I'm in my, 30s, late 20s, early 30s probably. "You too young to be back here." I said, "Yes, sir." I knew what was going down. I knew it was some spookisms type stuff. So I ain't pushed the envelope, y'all. So I wait at the door. He'll come out there, gloves on. Gave me some gloves. "Put these gloves on." I put the little blue rubber gloves on. Boom. One jug, boom, set it down. Two jugs, boom, set it down. Three jugs, boom, set it down. Four jugs, boom, set it down. So I got 4 jugs. So I take one in each hand. Grandma like, "Don't spill it, don't waste it, don't spill it, don't waste it, don't take your time, walk slow." So, I walked slow out the funeral home with these gallons of jugs. Now, family, I didn't think about what was going on. But each one of these jugs had a different color ribbon on it. One had a blue ribbon, one had a purple ribbon, one had a red ribbon, one had a yellow ribbon. And I didn't think about the shit at the time. I'm like, okay. But that was for grandma to know who it came from, what it came from. Because grandma had this little black book that she used to write down everything that she did for these people. Because grandma had a notebook, a stash of books. I wish I could find them books today. Grandma kept a record of everything she did, baby. So grandma would take the water, and grandma she'll smoke. She put her tobacco in her mouth and a spit cup, and this was the only time that grandma was kind of worried when she was doing work for somebody, is when she was going to that funeral home getting that water from that funeral home. So grandma would come there and she was like, "I need you to take him out the car for me, baby. I can't touch him just yet." So I pick up the gallons. She don't drop it. Go slow. I drop it, take it to her backyard, sat it down where she said she would put it under an oak tree that she had in her backyard. She'll put it under that oak tree, and she'll cover it up with a white bed sheet. I lay them all down. And she had multiple jugs out there at times, but they never stayed more than like 7 days. So she had multiple jugs out there from the funeral home. I'm going to say I counted about 13 to the most, but she would keep it covered up with a white sheet. Now, when I put them down there, she go wash your hand, boy. Get the Epsom salt. Go wash your hand with the Epsom salt. Go wash your hands with this and with that. And she would really take me up and through there, and she would make me scrub really, really good. Lemon juice, lime juice, ammonia. She'll rock me. So then but every time I'd be so tired, and she'll say, "Just go take a nap on the couch. Get over there, take a nap." And she'll give me some orange juice or some apple juice and a cookie. And I take a nap, and for some reason, she just knew I'd go to sleep. And I'd lay down on the couch and I'd take a nap, like a quick 30, 40-minute nap. I'd wake up rejuvenated. She'll have me a cup of coffee, waiting, and I scoffed that shit down. "All right, grandma, I'm out of here." She said, "Okay, baby, thank you." And she'll probably shoot me by $25, keep some money in my pocket, but I had a little bit of change. So grandma would then disappear. She would go in there and she would change into her little white little dress and put on her little head wrap and all that stuff there. She'll put a line down the center of her forehead going to her nose. And that's the only time I seen her dress like this. And she'll put some like little lousing powder, talcum powder on her face. So she would come out and be looking like a real ghost. And when the lights go down, it got dark, 6, 7 o'clock at night. It get dark. She'll go back there and she'll, be doing her little rituals. She'll be doing whatever she do with a little box she had, a little spiritual box I got one I keep myself, that I keep all my spiritual items and trinkets in. We're gonna learn about that later. So she'll go back there and she'll do her work, and then she would pour all the water out but save a vial of it. Now, when she saved this little vial, it wasn't nothing like a little flask, something like a little, if I can imagine, think about a little miniature liquor bottle. Matter of fact, it was a little miniature, Seagram's gin bottle back in the day. A little small little motherfucker. And she would put the water, after she done the ritual over the water that she got from the funeral home, she would put it in each one of them, and she would take it back to the funeral home, and she would give it to them, and they'll give her the payment. Now, this is a good racket because grandma was hitting up some money. I mean, for every little jug she had, they would shoot grandma like $200. And now, keep in mind, man, grandma used to make a trip there like about 4 times a month. And they giving her $200 for every gallon I told it. And I'm toting 4 gallons. So grandma was making about $1,600, $1,800 a month just by doing this here. So I got curious one day. I said, "Grandma, what the hell going on? What you doing?" She say, "You ain't ready for this spell." I say, "Grandma, what you doing, man?" I say, "I'm grown." I say, "I can handle it." She say, okay, listen here, goddammit. She say, "Now, I don't want you to sit up here and try this shit yourself." She say, "But what I do is I take the waters. When they washing the body, they give me the water, and I purify the souls of the people they tell me that need to be purified. I don't do this for all the bodies they have up there. So that's why I got to go back there and see who they getting the water from. See who on the table." I say, "Okay." I say, "So what?" I say, "So what the hell you mean they washing the body?" They like, "See, we wash our dead." They say, "We don't just spray them down and spritz them. We wash them. We wipe down the legs. We put the oils. We put the incense. We wash them. and say that a body can't go to the grave without it being washed. I say, but the pole. I say they got the thing on a draining table. They just hit it with the little water hose on the, like I see on the little CIA movies and shit. And she like, boy, that's fake. A real funeral man, a real mortician, they get a rag and they get that soursop and they get whatever whatever that so-called hyssop. And they wash that body down before they can do anything to it, before they can cut it. You gotta wash the shit off the dead. You gotta do all that before you can touch it. I say, so you must keep the water from the dead then. She said, yeah, I got to purify it, and they pay me to purify it. I said, so they paying you to clean, to pray over dirty water? Grandma slapped me so fucking hard. Don't you speak ill of the dead's essence. I say, what? She slapped me so hard, people. And now grandma done hit me before. She done beat my ass. But I ain't never got hit that hard. Grandma didn't play. She hit me in my left jaw, the right jaw started hurting. I said, oh, it got kinetic power. Whoa. So, after grandma hit me, I said, yes, ma'am, I apologize. She said, nah, I'm finna show you how to do this. So I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do it per se. That's something I'm gonna keep to myself. But, so she walked me through the ritual and everything, and I'm like, damn, this is craziness. And I put it in the bottles and everything. And she like, now I want you to sit up there and you get that Morton salt over there. She said, I need for you to pour that Morton salt in this egg carton right here. She said, we got 12 bottles, 12 egg cartons. Drop them minotaurs in there. Okay. Drop them in there, filled with salt. And she said, okay, be careful putting them back in the car. So we put them back in the Buick. We fly down East Colonial, head into the funeral parlor. She said, now you get to come back here with me this time. I said, all right. She said, you in the game now. She making jokes, because she loves 70s movies like I do, 70 black poetry. You in the game now, bitch. So, all right, grandma, cool. Now I'm terrified because I'm scared of corpses, by the way. I'm scared of dead bodies. So I go back there and I'm seeing a dead lady on the fucking table, Jesus Christ. Butt naked, everything. I'm man, this is something I ain't signed up for. So grandma say, now I need you to walk over there and hand it off to him. I say, hand it off to who? Because I ain't seen nobody in the room. So now, okay, nigga, you done lost your skull piece. You expected me to see something I don't, grandma. She said, I need you to walk right over there and hand it off to him. I say, I don't see nobody. She said, he ain't come in yet, boy. Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I like, grandma, now you bugging on this bitch right here. Magic is magic, bitch, but you got me looking at nothing in the corner and it's a dead body over here. Bitch, we ain't rocking. This is the next stage shit, boy, that I ain't ready for, granny. So I waited there by the door. And when I waited there by the door, grandma stepped back and she put on a blindfold. Keep this shit now. Peep it. Grandma put on a blindfold. So I'm like, grandma, what you putting on that blindfold for? She said, don't turn around. Don't turn your back to me. Don't look at me. Not right now. Don't look at me. Just keep your eyes focused and don't turn your head until you switch off, until you give it off. I said, all right. I'm terrified. So boom, the guy come in, he cleaning his hands. He have on all black. Never seen a mortician and his wife wear all black like a nun and a preacher, Catholics. All black. Handed off to me, and he coughed, and he put his head down, but he kept his eyes set on my eyes. He didn't look no other way in the room. I kept my eyes set on his eye. When he looked down, I tilted my head and I looked down. Me and him had to continue to make eye contact. We could not take our eyes off of him. Grandma wasn't the one doing the exchange, so she covered her face. She covered her eyes. What this mean, people? Don't fucking tell. I don't know. So, now that happened. So I did the first exchange off. He sits up there and he reaches in. He opens up my coat pocket that I had on, and his wife pulls out an envelope full of money and put it in my coat pocket. Now she's still making eye contact with me. Both of them looking in my eye. I had to be cockeyed, boy, because I could have swore both of my eyeballs did they own thing, because I know how magic works. So they put the money, and grandma was like, did he leave the room yet? I say, no, ma'am. Still staring at him with a blank stare in my eyes. No, ma'am. Did he leave the room yet? No, ma'am. What's taking him so fucking long? Get it, boy, the goddamn money and get out the goddamn room. And he was like, okay. I'm sweating. I'm just nervous. And I ain't gonna fuck with you. You been doing this too long. You and that bitch get that shit so I could get my grandson out of this situation. So he kept wiping his sweat, and the wife was sitting up there holding him, but still locked eyes with me. And so everything got changed, and boom. Got the money, put it in the pocket. He walked backwards out the room. His wife was guiding him with her hand, still looking at me. Went out the room. Grandma say, they gone yet? I say, yeah. Grandma heard the door. Grandma say, now you walk backwards towards me. Hear my voice. Everything clear. I made sure the path was clear. So I walked backwards. Took me about 9, 8 steps. Grandma grabbed me. She said, I'm going to guide you out. So Grandma turned around towards the door, I'm assuming, and she took off her blindfold, and she walked. Now, she didn't look at the body on the table. When I was backing out, I still looked at the body on the table because I was locking eyes in one direction, but I could still see my peripheral. So I swore, people. When I stepped backwards, and right before I got out that room, the corpse that was on that table, that bitch head turned and faced me. Oh boy, I say, Grandma, do you know that head on that thing faced me? She say, I know. Say the bitch always move. Say they always move when you're dealing with their essence. I say, what you mean? She say, you know a corpse, they be wanting to see who got their essence and who handling their soul. So they gonna look for you, they gonna seek you out. See, but as long as you keep eye contact with somebody else and you don't look at them, see, they can't get you if you don't look at the corpse in the eyes. She said, that's why they always sew the eyes of the corpse shut. And the mouth of the corpse need to be sewed so they can't speak their final words and gasp and say anything to you in the spirit world. I say, I never knew. Now, people, I'm going to stop it right there. I'm just giving y'all the backstory. That wasn't the creepy part. That shit wasn't creepy at all. That shit was intense. Intense enough to make a motherfucker stand up straight, if you know what I mean. But that wasn't the creepy part. Here go the creepy part. So I get the money. I get in the car. I say, Grandma, what you want me to do with this money? I know there's money in this envelope. She said, I can't touch it, baby. That's you. You keep it. I said, what you mean? She said, you did the delivery. You did the purification. You did the delivery. I can't touch that money. That's yours. She said, consider it a gift from Grandma, baby. I say, okay. So, I got home, dropped Grandma off. I'm counting the bit. Bitch, I got $2,400 in my pocket. Party over here. So I'm like, chill. So I say, let me go buy Grandma something. So I go and get Grandma something from, I think it was Target was the store back then. I go to Target and I get Grandma some backer from the corner store, get a couple lottery tickets with it. I spent the good $200-300 on Grandma, some coffee, some hot dog, couple bags of grits. I wanted to make Grandma happy. I came there like I was happy-go-lucky delivering groceries to Grandma. And I knocked on Grandma's door, and she had the screen door locked. I said, Grandma, I'm here. I got you some. I said, with the money you gave me, I went and bought you some groceries for the house. My grandma walked up to that door, and she slammed that bitch in my face. She said, get your motherfucking ass out of here and go throw that shit in the trash. I don't want it. I said, Grandma, what'd I do? She said, don't buy me shit from the money of a dead bitch. Dead fuckers. That's taboo. I say, huh? I say, Grandma, you tripping. I say, I did the work. This is my money. I'm just blessing you. She say, no, you have to spend it on yourself or your spirit. I say, I don't want nothing. Well, I don't want it either, bitch. Give it to a homeless nigga on the street. Don't bring your ass here for 24 hours. I say, yes, ma'am. Kicked me out of the house. I ain't see Grandma for like 2 days. I said, okay, 48 hours in pair. Let me shoot my ass back over here to Grandma. Grandma, what's up? She say, good, you got that stank off you. Ugh. She say, where the money? I say, the bitch at home under my bed mattress. I say, I don't need it. And she like, leave it there for a while. You don't need to spend it. Spend it when you need it. That's what it's for. So 2-3 months passed. I never spent the money. So then grandma called me. We got to go back. They got some more for her. I ain't going back. I said, grandma, didn't I tell you the lady on the table, her head turned? The bitch is supposed to be dead, man. And her head turned and looked at me. They always do that. They can't get up. They just looking to spook you, to get inside your head. Say, long as you don't look at them, you're good. Long as you don't stay in their eyes, you can watch a bitch move and flinch all day long. I said, grandma, I don't want to. Well, you gonna let me go by myself? I said, grandma, see you with the bull. Come on, let's go. I say, who doing the drop off and delivery? Now we talking like, keep in mind, we love 70 black plantation drug movies and shit. We talking like we in the 70s movie. What you gonna do with the murder, with the money? I say, what you gonna do with the money, dirty? And she be like, shut up. Well, I say, lady luck, listen here. I say, we finna go over and make this drop. I say, once we make this drop, I say, I'm gonna be so cool and chill with that bitch. I'm gonna blow my nose and ice cube gonna come out. I may just have to put it in a bitch drink. She's laughing and shit. We just saying all kind of stupid shit. We just that's how me and grandma was, just shit talkers and laughing. So she say, I'll go back there this time. I need you to wait in the lobby because you can't go back. So we went back there, waiting in the lobby. Grandma did what she did. I had to be the one to tote the jugs to the car. And grandma did this shit for 2-3 years, man. Grandma was heavy with this shit. So finally, it all broke down. Grandma said, I can't do it no more. Grandma just got tired of doing it. So I say, grandma, finish telling me exactly what the fuck we doing. So what grandma was doing for the funeral director, so every time somebody would die, young girl, old man, cousin, kinfolk, the family would pay the funeral home extra $5,000-$10,000, however they charge. It's dealer discretion. To cleanse the soul of the body, to cleanse the essence of the body with the water that they take from when they bathe the people. Now, people within the Jewish community are known for doing this, whether you know it or not. People within the Asian community is known for doing this. I should say alleged, because I don't want nobody, hey, bitch, I'm Jewish. I never done that. Allegedly, from what I seen, because the people at the funeral home down there, they was Jewish, and the other we went to, they was Asian. So I know they did it here in Orlando. As far as a worldwide culture thing, I don't know. Maybe just with them. But they would pay extra, have the essence of that person blessed. And when you have the essence of that person blessed, it's like you can take the essence of the water off of that body and you can use it in your spell work to make shit go. It's sort of like capturing somebody's soul right at the point of a flash of death, or right at the point where they soul, right before they leave their body. You cleansing the soul, so you gonna take everything, essence of that soul, of that energy, of that life force, and now you can capture it and use it. So when I got back to the house, so after all this done, grandma telling me, we back to the house and we chilling. Grandma said, go in that room and lift up that sheet. So in the spare room where nobody slept, she never let anybody go in there. In the spare room where nobody slept, I lift up a white sheet. Grandma had over 60, I counted people, because they was in a row nice and neat. Grandma had over 60 vials with names on them of people, a little bit of the essence that she kept after doing those cleanings. So some of grandma's work was so powerful and so captivating because she was using those essence of the dead people who she was cleaning to make shit happen for people in the community. She would put in the work. If you was a serial, RAPE person, she would make you rebuild the people's lives who have been essayed. She would work like that. If you got murdered, she would make sure that the person who got you brought to justice, because wherever your body was, left at or found, whatever, and she did the water for you, she would go and pull your essence back over that water and allow your body to hunt that area or hunt that person or follow that person until you get the justice you need. Now I went on several things where grandma had me pour this water out over several locations throughout Orlando. So I'm gonna tell you people 100%. A lot of these places that are haunted, they're not haunted just because a person died in that area. They're haunted because somebody done revisit that area and poured their fluid essence that this funeral man washed them off on. They poured their essence on that person, on that area. And this is to get justice or to have that person keep looking and the soul can't rest until it get closure. So a lot of these buildings from the old days, that's why you'll walk in a building and you'll oh man, it feel weird. Or people will be seeing essence of ghosts and shit, or they see apparition. They call them phantom film zombies or some shit like that. What they call it, reflections or some shit. I forget the name. The movie's got a cool name for it. Phantom illusions, like a scene of a death or a murder or an accident just keep playing out and the person can't leave. That's because somebody from a funeral home, whoever handled the body, poured that water on that land, on that ground, on that piece of furniture, on that item, and caused that thing to haunt it. Now, grandma did this in the neighborhood in order to get justice. And it worked. A lot of people was crazy and they turned themselves in. Now, remember I told you grandma had it in with the police. And if they needed to solve some kind of case in the hood that they couldn't, grandma would gladly point them in the right direction. With the spirit, she would do psychic readings and point them in the right direction. And I'm going to leave y'all with that one. That's a short one. I ain't going to get too much into it because this involves actual crimes and people, and I ain't trying to get my head bust open and shit. But I'm going to tell you, these funeral homes was paying grandmama to do this around Orlando. Now, I don't know how many other people they had on their tab, because I'm pretty sure grandma didn't touch the water off everybody. But this is the shit that was going on. I'm pretty sure it was other spiritualists out there that they was employing. And this is a big time money making thing. So when the morgue get you, the morgue don't give you that water. The morgue in the big cities, the morgue don't give you that water because you go to the morgue first. And when you go to the mortician, it's always under cop investigation now. It's always under some kind of authority where they can't give you the water. Every badge in, badge out. That was all that badge in, badge out where you can't speak to the mortician and all that stuff, and the body got to go to the hospital and get cleaned up there. Then it goes to the funeral home and then they repair the body. They taking a lot of money out of these funeral directors' hands. That's why you see in the South, a lot of black people became funeral directors in the black community. That was the leading thing. You're either going to be a preacher or you're going to be a mortician. And you tell me why these people had the biggest houses, the flyest cars, just from fixing the dead body up. Tell me why everybody want to get a funeral license and become a mortician people in the black community, Asian community, the Jewish community. Because it's money in there, because they doing underhanded shit like this with people's essence, either blessing the essence or selling the essence. Now I'm getting off this bitch because I don't need nobody fucking with me. I just had to tell you this. I'm tight. Telling you guys, be careful who you let wash your ass. They just might be up to some dirty shit with it. Take care, everybody. Stay safe.